Hey, so updating you from my porch, as is my favourite place to sit. Um, so many of you all know I came back to England for 2 weeks just now. That was because my sister was having a baby, and I realised if I worked a couple of shifts, I could pay for the flights, and that I would forever be grateful to be there for that time. And it was incredible to be with her and to welcome the gorgeous Zoe into the world. And honestly, I feel like she's woken part of me up. Like, I am in love with this little baby girl, and she has had me weeping so many times whilst I was with her, and since I've left her, just thinking about how much I love her. So yeah, I also got to work a few shifts, which paid for the trip, which is great. And caught up briefly with a few friends. But I think the interesting thing, it was a bit like a dry run for coming back into normal life, doing shifts again. I think the thing that I have noticed the most is was that my level of hope and expectancy in the midst of a much more busy schedule that I have in England than I do whilst I'm out here in Reading. Those things dropped off fairly quickly, and actually I would like to work out how to maintain a better and more consistent just level of expectancy of good things and God's presence in my life. So that's my learning point, and something that I'm going to be thinking about before I come back in the summer. It was so good to go to church again this morning and listen to Eric Johnson preach, and he was talking about friendship with God. It was brilliant. But I just also wanted to tell you, so tomorrow, Monday the 3rd of April, I'm off with the team to Chicago on my missions trip. So I'd love for you to be praying for me in that, for me and the team. And we're with Heaven in Business, so we'll be going and meeting with some quite significant businesses in Chicago, and praying and prophesying over them. And just this morning I was reading back through some prophetic words that people have had for me, and quite a few times people have said to me that they see me as someone people have used the phrase blueprints or maps, and they see me being able to see that and then communicate that to people, so that I can maybe communicate strategy or direction to businesses, that I would have insight into where they need to go or what's next or whatever. And I just realised this morning, gosh, I'm getting the opportunity to go and do that, and so it feels like a bit of a first fruits of some of what God's spoken as part of my calling in life, is to that somehow God would tell me what these business people need to hear about where to go next and what to do next. So that feels crazy that God would choose to partner with me in that way, and yeah, it's super exciting that I'm getting to step into that now. And so I would strongly desire your prayers during this time, that for just support for us all, that we would see amazing things happen in the businesses we go to, that God would speak really clearly to us and through us, and that many people would experience how deeply loved they are by Him, and just come to know relationship with Him through what we bring. That's our big desire. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll share more about it another time, but quite significant connection with some obstetricians and maternity care providers here, which is really, I think it's going to be significant for my future. So that's something I'm kind of developing and investing in at the moment, but I'll tell you more about that another time. Thank you for praying and supporting me, and do always let me know any way that I can pray for and love on you, because you're my family. I appreciate it. Love you. Bye.